My name is Rich Randall, as Branson said. Thank you. Vice President of the Rochester Lancers. On behalf of the Lancers front office and ownership group, I'd like to thank all members of the media, ESL Federal Credit Union, Deputy Mayor Leonard Reedon, and fans in attendance. We have two big announcements today. First, we have teamed up with ESL Federal Credit Union as our lead community title sponsor. Being born and raised in Rochester, and being a part of one of the only locally owned sports teams in town, we are excited to partner with Rochester-based ESL Federal Credit Union, one of the most respected companies in Rochester. To have the support of such a reputable local company really means a lot to this team and our community as well. I'm sure our local fans will love seeing this great organization's logo on our jersey. With that said, I'd like to proudly introduce Dave Fiedler, President and CEO of ESL Federal Credit Union.
Well, Rich just talked about ESL, so I think I'll talk about the Lancers then. That only seems right. Good afternoon, and thank you for the introduction, Rich. On behalf of everyone at ESL, we're pleased to be the title sponsor for the Rochester Lancers indoor soccer team. Professional soccer has been part of the Rochester landscape for very many years. In fact, going all the way back to 1963, when Tony Polano, Pat Dinolfo, and Charlie Sciano, who were members of the Italian-American Soccer Club of Rochester, organized a group to purchase an American Soccer League franchise. Their efforts actually became a reality about 4 years later in 1967. Over the years, the Lancers had a fan base that averaged about 8,000 fans per game. Then in 1977, the team played to a capacity crowd of just over 20,000, which was a record at that time in Rochester sports. Later, the Lancers went on to play the New York Cosmos at Giant Stadium before a crowd of 77,000 fans. Although the Lancers played in the North American Soccer League only until 1980, Rochester was fortunate enough to have a pro soccer team return to the community in 1998 with the formation of the Rochester Rhinos, and they too drew large crowds. During its first year, the team averaged 10,000 fans per game, and that year also won the A-League championship against Minnesota in the final at Frontier Field. It's clear that these statistics that Rochester is a soccer town. It's also evident that the resurgence of the Rochester Lancers is a big score for the Rochester community. Having been an integral part of the community for many years and now competing on a different playing field, the reestablishment of the Rochester Lancers is a wonderful example of what makes Rochester such a great place to live and to work. As a hometown member of a major indoor soccer league, the Lancers will provide another opportunity for affordable family fun, providing yet another enjoyable winter activity in Rochester. We're excited that ESL is able to play a role in the reinforcement of this popular sport and add a new kick to the Rochester community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. It is now my pleasure to introduce Deputy Mayor of Rochester, Leonard Reedon.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the city. On behalf of Tom Richards, we're pleased to be here, shall I say, to celebrate this new partnership from a very strong Rochester business, ESL, as well as a local-owned sports team from the Lancers. And it's really great to see them come together. You know, ESL, who, by the way, is my bake. I promised Dave I would say that. So. ESL has always shown a great deal of support for this community. I think today, as we're standing here inside the lobby of their new corporate headquarters, I think it's another statement of ESL support to the Rochester community. This partnership will help to bring new entertainment to the downtown Rochester area, which, as I hope you all know, is expanding and growing in regards to places to live and places to be able to take your family to and enjoy the attributes of our wonderful city. I'd like to both the Lancers as well as the ESL say thank you for your commitment to Rochester. We wish the team great success this season. I'll be down there for some of the games, I'm sure. And as a community, let's make sure we support them. I think it's very important that we make sure that we get our citizens out to support the team, to cheer them on, and you guys can bring another championship to us. How's that? Okay, thank you all, and it's great. Congratulations.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Well, the Rochester Lancers season is closing in on us fast, and we are proud to bring the exciting action of the highest level of pro indoor soccer to Rochester. Our home opener is right around the corner in November. I'd like to now bring up our head coach and GM of the Rochester Lancers, Billy Andrecki.
I want to thank you all for being here. I first want to thank ESL, Federal Credit Union. It's exciting to have such a great title sponsor on the front of our jerseys. You look throughout the world and also MLS, and you see some great title sponsors on their jersey, and I think it brings a lot of character to the uniform. And having ESL as our title sponsor, and we pride ourselves on being a Rochester-based team, ownership, coaches, now players, and to have ESL as our title sponsors is great. We appreciate that. In my first couple of months here with the Rhinos, talking to agents for hours and talking to players and trying to select the right kind of guy that we want. You know, I tell them we're looking for someone who has character, plays the game because they love it, and they want to win championships. And we didn't really have to look far to find our first signing. This guy who I played with for many years and played goal for, you know, believe it or not, I gave up a couple goals when I played, but whenever we were down a goal or two, we always had the feeling that we'd always get a goal when he was playing, whether it was in league play or in U.S. Open Cup or even playing indoor with him. We knew that this guy would always come through and get us a goal for us. He's a player with a lot of integrity. He's a family-based man, plays with a lot of pride in what he does. He's a part of the Rochester community in soccer and in business, and I guess it's my pleasure to introduce my first signing in the Rochester Rhinos' first signing, my friend Doug Miller.
These guys are all taller than me, so I have to lower the microphone. Thank you very much for coming out here. You know, it's an exciting time, you know, for myself, for my family, because as it's been reported, for me, this is not only me coming back and playing soccer, but it is a family thing for me. It's kind of like going back to the future. 1996, when I came here, I had no expectations, but my wife danced for the Rhinos. 2 years later, I married her, as some of you know, and 2011 and 12, my two daughters get to dance for me. So I don't think many soccer players, you know, get to have that happen. So that's an awesome feeling for myself. First, you know, thank you to ESL for being the marquee sponsor here. I think it goes to a great extent to have companies stand up and help out the sports teams in Rochester. Being, as I was saying earlier, before ESL did a bobblehead of me, and it kind of plays, you know, a huge role in, you know, things happening for a reason. Some people will say that there are skeptics out there for me coming back and playing. As Billy said, I am all about winning. And what I'd like to do is to win a championship for the Rochester Lancers. I want to thank the ownership group, for all that they've done to put, Rochester pro indoor soccer. I was here in, I think it was 1998, 99, where we played an indoor game when I was playing in Buffalo. And, we played at Blue Cross Arena, and it was exciting, to be, in Rochester. I am not from Rochester, but believe me, I call Rochester home, and it's an exciting time for me. I want to thank the coaching staff, Billy Andrecki. I played with Billy. He is a great player, a great coach, a leader in the community, and I look forward to helping him win a championship. Also, his assistant coaches, Craig Demon and Francisco Escos, that they've been involved in the game for many, many years, and it's going to be a great opportunity for us to impact this community. My wife and my daughters for teaming up with me, to letting me come back out and play and entertain. I think it's a great opportunity for my kids who really never saw me play when I was playing for the Rhinos. Now they get to come and watch me. And the neat thing is, even when I'm having a bad game, which won't be often, during the first quarter I get to see my kids dance. So it's pretty cool. The Rochester fans for all their support, within the community. When I came here in 1996, there was, I didn't know what to expect, and it's been fantastic. I started a business here, and I've had nothing but support from all the fans and the players in the community who play for me. Family and friends that I play with in the over 30 league to keep in shape, although they say I'm over 40, I should go up there. I continue to play with these guys. They keep me sharp mentally, physically, and I thank them for that. Most importantly, I thank God for giving me the ability at my age to still be fit enough to come out and entertain, educate these great people of Rochester. And so with that being said, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it, and November 4th I look forward to, but more importantly, November 12th. And the challenge I put out to the Rochester community is, I think Blue Cross holds 14,000 people. Let's see if we can get 14,000 people at that first game. And if so, I will score 3 goals. Thank you very much.
I think they deserve 14,000. Well, thank you again for everyone, all our speakers, ESL for hosting us in a great partnership that we all look forward to. Deputy Mayor Leonard Reedon, thank you so much for being here, and the continued partnership that the City of Rochester provides. Thank you to all our media and fans alike who have attended our press conference today. And with that said, we look forward to the Rochester Lancers season starting in November. And if anyone needs one-on-one interviews, they will be provided at the banner in the back. Thank you very much.